Yo, Mr. LeBear, first in the house. How you doing tonight? That's not good. That means he'll hit the next one. Nice. Voice McGrath at level 3. So we get to control the level 4 move that's deleted. I do think I might pivot to the Lappers first, just so that we have speed. Metal Coat for Onyx Scyther could be an option as well. I almost clicked Magnet Rise. We live. Alright, GG. No? Oh. I thought the potion would allow me to detect again. Damn. That scared me. I saw the magnitude 10, I thought it was game. Alright, GG. I got a dragon thing, not a deep sea tooth. Is that a sunstone? No. Alright. Obviously, Blastoise would be the optimal pivot. I figure we have Detect. We can scout moves. Yo, Black Flare, how you doing tonight? There is a Lapras in the grass with Leaf Blade, Gunk Shot, and Sweet Scent. Sweet Scent to lower evasion to land more Gunk Shots. There's also a Blastoise in the grass. Joey Davis, welcome, welcome. How you doing tonight? What happened to Mamoswine? We got to Morty and he beat us. Damn, it ain't bad. I mean, it doesn't have an ability. It's very fast, though, right? It could have been better if it had more stats spread across instead of everything in speed. Like, 22 speed is insane. Okay. It has two abilities. I believe this is the one that had slow start. So that damage was halved. There is one other Pokemon in this patch, but seeing two bad moves on it, I feel like we would likely... It's number 3. Yep, so it's just Blastoise. I feel like we would likely go for the level 6, expecting it to get rid of one of the bad moves. Sorry. What do you guys think? Do we stick with Lapras, or do we pivot to Blastoise? If you had a good move for its first move at level 4, right? If the level 6 has a better move on it, it could be an option. If not, I really don't think it's great. I mean, its physical attack is pretty good. Thoughts in the chat. Hidden ability Blastoise or Lapras. Okay, this one has slow start, which is actually what I wanted, because it will do half damage for us to scout the new move. Psycho Boost. That was a crit. That was a crit with slow start. Or no, what do you guys think? Personally, I kind of think we just stick with Lapras. It's definitely the safer play. Well, oh, never mind. This one has the slow start. I was gonna say, is the Blastoise gonna pop out at the last second? I would still consider pivots in the next area, but I think this would be better for that. Well, that really sucks, doesn't it? More. Nice crit. Oof, and he crit me back. Damn, that was a crazy first trainer. No offense. Adaptability, though. Dragon Rage at 10. Earthquake. Didn't. Other than that, he didn't really have much. Yeah, not a runner. No worries. On to the next. Crit for a crit, yeah. He said, let me show you how to really crit. It's like, crits are meant to knock out, you buffoon. Sit down. 5, 2, 3, 4. I think that's going to be a lucky number. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Dude, if this mod had a little bit more speed, hell, I would have given up 2 special attack to give it speed. Knowing that it's a low BST, it's like, okay, I would have taken exactly average special attack and leaned hard on charge beam. And it could have been runner. Sadly, I cannot lean on charge beam right here. He also has rough skin. Not even worth putting in the tracker, because he's going to end up hitting a guillotine. Yep, called it. Wrong Reggie. Damn. This thing is bulky. Holy bulk. If it gets flinched, it gets a speed boost, which is interesting because it's a hair below average speed. And a +1 would do well for it. Even a Dragon Dance, it would still have enough bulk to where it wouldn't suffer from confusion at +1. +2, probably. I don't know. I don't know how much I like it. It's interesting, for sure. It's definitely interesting. Stab Poison Sting for the win. Dude, we have stab. We have to full send. Okay, bro, nice. Give me the speed boost. Give me the speed boost. Nice, GG. That's what I said at the lab, Claire. When we were in the lab, I said the exact same thing. So that's the wrong Reggie. Avalanche is better than Hail, except that doesn't come for Shedinja. Hail does. Avalanche is negative priority. We're 17 speed? Damn. We did not get a lot of EVs. Over Kinesis. Yeah, I guess Poison Sting is still a good scouting move. Even though it's stab, it's so weak. I was gonna do Kinesis for scouting. Yeah, and if we are going to be slow, or if we are going to try to make flinch opportunities occur, negative priority isn't the worst for that. I would have preferred, like, maybe Revenge over Avalanche. It's the same thing, just physical over ice. I do think we scout, though. Like, with how tanky we are, wouldn't hurt to look at options. And we can find out if any Pokemon are, like, uber speed. They hit 20 speed. Like that. It's crazy. Flag on, okay. Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Could see what move we lost at level 5. Magical Leaf? That's fine. Special attack. Yeah, on one hand, it's like we want to have opportunities of getting good moves at Move Relearner, but at the same time, it's like we don't want to lose something that could have been game changer for such a large portion of the game. So like there, it's like I wanted to see a good move, but the fact that I didn't, it's not bad because it's like, well, I don't have to downgrade. I need the plus attack. For it to be viable, I need the plus attack. The minus special defense is not optimal, but it doesn't kill it. A plus speed would work too, but I feel like plus attack is more important. Getting a one-shot is more important than the 10% amount of Pokemon that you would outspeed. So it's between Flygon and Tentacruel. What do you think in chat? Flygon or Tentacruel? What do you guys think? Flygon with Power Whip or Tentacruel? Oh, why'd you do that, Flygon? Alright, I'm not pivoting to it. I gotta catch it to get out of the fight. I think I stick with Tentacruel. Not really fond of that moveset. I think Quick Feet probably would have been better on this. Or maybe Guts. I feel like status happens more than flinch. Ooh, there was a Vulpix, right? Or was that the last file? Yeah, there was Vulpix. So do we want to do Vulpix? I just picked up a Firestone, that's why I'm bringing it up. There's a level 6, so it does have a move change. Come on, buddy. What's the last one? I know you're not going to delete Haze or Power Swap for me, because you wouldn't be chill like that. So I need to find out what this last one is that you're going to delete. Psybeam? Yeah. That would be a move I would want, huh? So of course that would be the move that gets deleted. Now, just because I'm finding it here doesn't mean I have to do this one specifically. I could wait and save the Firestone for the, like maybe a Growlithe in the grass. Or an Eevee. but it is good to know this information in case we like this one more. Okay, so he gets rid of Power Swap or Haze, which is good. Gets rid of Power Swap, that's fine. I forgot he had Pressure. So it has 2 abilities. I don't know if 2 abilities on the pre-evolution matters for what the evolution will acquire. I'm not sure if it's required to have hidden ability to get hidden ability, or if it's just randomized. You don't think Vulpix is worth it? I mean, what if it got an offensive move over Power Swap? There is no Fire Psychic for this generation, but there is Fire Fighting. Don't believe this is the file. Oh, it is. Okay. This file feels like it's been shorter than it has been, or longer. I can't tell, but I didn't think this was the file with Vulpix or with the escape rope, but it's the file with both. So we get to have 4 extra items, potentially evolution items. Max Potion, big find. Love that. Master Ball. Lemonade, huge. Get a heal. And Mental Herb. Nice. Honestly, probably the best escape rope we've had in a long time. We've had better. We've definitely had better, but it's been a while. The last, like, 8 have been duds. I have a Quick Ball and a Master Ball, so if it ends up having, like, a fast Pokemon in the grass, or a Pokemon that I'm just like, you know what, I want to catch it immediately, not even scout, not risk. Depends on the scenario. One is for the start of the fight, one is for the middle of the fight. Octillery could be an underdog. Or Shuckle. 505. We've had crazy Shuckles before. He's faster. Has... Damn. I didn't want to kill him. That sucks. He wouldn't let me run. He's an okay moveset. Arcanine. Low. Well, I guess I do have a good amount of levels on him. And it was crazy. I'm not technically supposed to pivot outside of 5 levels. I did accidentally level up on the Shuckle, so had that not happened, Arcanine would have been allowed. And I feel like 6 levels down is better than 6 levels up. So I feel like it would be allowed, right? Like I'm lowering my quality if I go to Arcanine. Right now, our options are Shuckle. I guess Glalie could be an option. Shuckle, Arcanine, Vulpix. I low-key want to do Vulpix first, because if it's not good, then we have 2 other options. We can go straight for the Shuckle, and then if we don't like the Shuckle, then Shuckle has Harden for scouting Arcanine. I'm feeling the evolution for Vulpix. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get either Blaziken or Infernape. Has Stab, Fire Blast. Wow. Okay, does that make you feel a little bit more confident in it? Psybeam, Fire Blast. Revenge. The minus speed, no! Why would you do that? I hope we're a little bit above average speed. Torkoal. Ooh, he's built like a Torkoal, kinda. Mostly in speed. Sad. He needed the attack and speed to be switched. That's okay though. Worst case scenario, if we don't like anything, we could do a Copium with Tentacruel at level 5, because the level 5 will delete Magical Leaf, and I can start from square one again and just try to get a good nature. Right? Because we got our Tentacruel in the lab, but there is one in the grass that I never caught anything in that route. And it might even have a second ability. If I have a Pokemon, Shuckle or Arcanine, with a flinch move, I almost want to check to see if it has a second ability. Force a flinch. I did not catch the Flygon. So no more. I caught the Flygon for the purpose of getting out of the fight. I said it at the time of the Flygon encounter, saying, "Hey, this is not an intentional catch. This is for the purpose of getting out of the fight," because he used Mean Look, and that's why I put it in the PC instead of switching to it. And by doing that, it counts as if it never happened. So I am going by that rule and counting it as if it never happened. Mr. Pokemon, that is the opposite of breaking the rule. That is, in fact, following the rule. Holy speed. Bit of a glass cannon. A hair below average offense. Normally it's 22, right? 20 at 8, 22 at 9. Right, you go up by 2s. I don't know. Is this a runner? I can use Detect for scouting the moveset on Arcanine. Problem is, he only gets one level up move. Can't use Mega Drain. Curse is not a damaging move, so right now, only showing us one move, it's not good. Encounter. So I would say it's between Shuckle and Tentacruel or Copium. It's low health, very low health. And the low defenses don't really help with that. It just has so much speed. If we end up with a plus special attack, I think we go for Copium. If it disrespects me with a bad nature, my luck it's gonna end up being Modest, just to spite me. It'll be a level 5 Tentacruel. I don't know if I want plus attack or plus speed. If we can get a second ability, probably plus speed. But if we stick with Steadfast, I probably want plus attack. So you want to run the Shuckle? I mean, I've been asking chat all night what we want to run, and I've gotten 0 answers, so I've just been doing what I wanted. No worries, Flare. The issue with, my opinion, the issue with Shuckle is due to it having so much speed, the HP and defenses are kind of low, and with the offenses, the split offense being kind of a hair below average, right? 20 at 8, 22 at 9. So it's not like incredibly strong, and I think that it's gonna just kind of have something wall it and immediately die because it's just so much speed. Y'all talking about breaking the rules, and then you try to tell me to break the rule of resetting the run. Yeah, irony. Yes. We have been the first trainer. I scouted everything. The only other option is Arcanine. This Shuckle is from that other area. I had said what I believe is the choice is to go for the level 5 Tentacruel. If we get a bad nature, then we go for Copium. If we get a good nature and maybe even a better ability, it could definitely be a runner. That thing was tanky. There is a rule for run resetting, yes. You're meant to run every single file. Even if it's a Rattata versus Mewtwo, you're meant to run it because you never know. Technically, I could do Flygon. I don't know. It doesn't look too good to me, in my opinion. And without a lot of level up moves, there it is, finally. I would recommend just Googling Kaizo Ironmon and finding the Discord. And on the Kaizo Ironmon Discord, you would have access to all of the rules for all of the games. Alright, let's see what this Tentacruel is. No! I knew it! I knew it! You bastard. Oh. Ow. Spore is broken because if you're fast enough, all you need is Spore to win. You get 100% accuracy. So Spore just makes the game too easy. Assist is broken because all you need to do is control what your HM Pokemon has, and then you can give yourself like Surf and whatnot. You could have one HM Pokemon for each um for each task, and you can abuse it. So it's a bit cheating as well. Whoop. Alright, GG. I didn't care about the run to heal. So how much Pokemon do you know, Mr. Pokemon? You don't know that Spore is 100 accuracy. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know about lore as much as I know about game mechanics. I play the game I care about, or I enjoy Pokemon for the game mechanics, so to each their own, and I respect that. It's just, I ask because for somebody who calls themselves Mr. Pokemon, it surprises me that you don't know a a section of Pokemon that is probably about 50% of Pokemon, right? Like, yes, there's the lore and there's the TV shows and, there's the Pokédex entries and every information thing, like from footprints to each of their cries and, a lot of information on everything about them. So like it's impressive to know that type of knowledge. But the game mechanics are a substantial part. Like that's Pokemon. Correct, but game mechanics for Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Ranger, like I'm talking about all of those game mechanics as well. I'm not just talking about the linear MVM, monster versus monster, that this is. I'm talking about all game mechanics. GG. No, I should have put Suicune as the legendary. That's so sad. That's so sad. She has a Suicune as well, bro. This was a Suicune file. I know it. We had that one Suicune where it had Dragon Rage and it got all the way to the Gym Gauntlet using Dragon Rage the entire time because it never learned another move. And it was just this bulky Pokemon that had good offense that I couldn't use because its moveset was just so bad. I was literally just clicking Dragon Rage on everything. It was the dumbest run ever. It took so long. And I was beating my head against the wall, hoping something would change for our moveset, and then at the end, when we looked, it wasn't changing. That was our moveset for the entire run. Or, actually, you know what? Now that I try to, like, remember more distinctly, it either didn't get any more moves at all, or it was the very opposite, where it was like, we were so close to getting an amazing move on level up, but we just died right before we finally were getting to the promised land. This thing is very bulky, so I'm expecting it to be able to beat Rival. Speed boost Mothim. It's Tauros, so we have super effective Drain Punch. We have bulk up, like a defensive bulk up, not bulk up itself, but cosmic power. So we get to raise our defenses, lower its accuracy, and slowly drain its health. So this is just like a very annoying mon. I can't cheese. No cheese for me. Tropius! He had a good ability, dude. If he had a good ability. Oh my gosh. Flamethrower? Icy Wind? Water Pulse? Hidden Power? No Weather Ball, sad. Nature Power? Damn, that could have been cool. The one time. Yeah, unfortunately, Ninetales, it only really was good with Drought. I mean, it is a good Drought setter in FireRed because it is Generation 3, so they get abilities. It's not Generation 1. But no, the moveset on it is just not as good as Arcanine's. Yo, let's go. Hyper Potion. Nice. Yeah. We've kind of been pampered in the newest generations for learning moves, having optional HMs, infinite TMs. Very glad I clicked Sweet Kiss on turn 1. Nice, GG. I don't know if Nightshade gets bounced back by Mirror Coat, being that it's a special attack. I don't know if that's how it works, but if it does, it would only be 10 damage back. So I felt like that was a safer play until we felt a little bit more comfortable with the Power Gem. Freshwater, nice. 2 big heals on this file. Or 2 good heals, I should say. Gardevoir is a pivot option. Stats are actually not that bad on this. If it had physical moves though, but that's the problem with it, right? It's like doesn't learn any level up moves. Needed the physical and special to be flipped. Even consider it. The ability is also useless. Damn. We've had a kind of low view rate lately. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know, Claire, on that one. Okay, okay. I like the sight of that. Rock slide is cool. Maybe compound eyes rock slide. Holy crit. And then she... Yeah, that's min-max, dude. Nice. Good catch. Good catch. I low-key think that's compound eyes. No. No freaking way. Bro. Oh, minus speed. I almost ran from the fight and then I didn't. It would have actually been a good Pokemon if it didn't have the minus speed and a better ability. I could do Speed Boost Agron. I don't mind that, actually. I see what... So I see what Mr. LeBear did. Party har har. So, Flair, the word that you asked the definition of, put the word the in front of it in your head, and you'll realize what he did. I had a feeling this thing had no offense, but it's extremely fast and extremely bulky, and all it has to do is get past the first trainer. Holy, though. This thing is definition of wall. What do you mean, Blair? The same page? Download Mamoswine potential. If it's not min-max like the last one, could end up using like a split fast offense. The fact that this thing has insane speed, insane health, and insane bulk, it literally has 0-0 offense, making it just like maxed out in every other stat. Yeah, my cat does that too. That's unfortunate. Not the Pokemon I was hoping for or expecting at all. There's two more here. Damn. I guess it's gonna be Mamoswine. Did well as the Copium last time. Hopefully this time we can rely on download. So far, not good. Oh well. We'll still do it. I don't know. Low health, low special defense, very fast, low special attack, slightly above average attack. Has one move to click of Sludge Bomb and a Copium move of Bide. Kind of think we go for the tower. Hope that the pivot in there is good because we have 20 speed, and that'll allow us to go for the level 8 potentially. That's rough. Damn it. I knew it would be bad. I knew it. I almost didn't grab it. I was like, I bet this Espeon is gonna be, like, really good. Damn, dude. 9 speed, bad ability. Special attacker with 4 physical moves. I'm gonna look at the tracker, and that Espeon is gonna be so good. GG? Yep, GG. Nice crit. Good job. Let's see what this was. Water Absorb, Power Gem, Frenzy Plant, but then didn't get any other moves until 50. Blizzard. Bite. Bubble Beam at the second gym. That would have helped. Power Gem Bubble Beam probably could have carried, but I guess the special attack would have been a little low. I probably would have pivoted. Wow. Big fat Lucario with perfect stats. And Sketch F15. Thick fat for the fire resistance. Earthquake, he got Earthquake, that's crazy. Damn, they were good Pokemon in this file. Oh well. I do think Espeon would have beaten Execute. True, Mr. LeBear, true. Little did you guys know, Christian was our good luck charm. He might make the wrong call from time to time, but he actually brought in some good mons. This drift blend would have been good for Christian. I know how much he likes it. "27 special defense is insane. That might be the only move he has. Yeah, I want to say the only move he had to hit us was a ×4 resistant bug bite. So that was nice. We can still scout for speed, average speed or slow speed using this, but we definitely have to pivot. Welcome back, Flare. Welcome back. I don't know if you saw the Pokemon in the file that was before this one while we were looking at the tracker, but there were some pretty crazy Pokemon there. 41 special defense, yes. Insane. I want to say it's probably like 230, 210, probably 210 to 230 special defense. so slow though, and it's not that strong. Maybe it was a minus speed nature, that's what I'm hoping for. But I assume it's just a slow Vaporeon. Yup. Extra sensory. I mean, what if it was like 12 speed? Would that be worth it? Ooh. So it's a mono level 6, meaning we lose a move. I'm faster than Lucario as well. He has Stab. Let's see if I can find another one. Maybe it's Stall. Come on, Lucario, where are you at? There you are. Both Pokemon with extra sensory are slow. Classic. Iron Fist? I don't think Force Palm counts as an Iron Fist move. Which it should, because it's using your palm of your hand. But I figured with this, we can scout and see if the Vaporeon is even slower. Damn, without the bad nature, it actually could have. In theory, been running. It is faster. Okay, okay. That's not great, but we'll see. Come on. I wanted to catch that specific one. Because I think it had a good nature. I mean, I can hit everything except... the, obviously Shedinja, but Sableye and Spiritomb. So maybe I just stick with this. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, Flare. Been there, done that. PP up, nice. I had a feeling I probably didn't need to buy all of those Pokeballs, but I did, just in case. So I currently have access to playing it. Like if I wanted to stream it right now, I technically could. Obviously, it would take time to set up. Ooh. Um. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna spend the money to buy it. There's a chance that it would probably work better. Do the level 8 Cacturn, just to have a faster Pokemon when scouting the next area. Or we could just do the Chansey evolution. Technically don't have to scout the last area. This also could scout the last area with Protect to see moves. But the low HP is a little scary for damage output. If they keep trapping us in the fight for multiple turns in a row, we can be bulky, but if we don't have this health to survive, then it doesn't matter. Cool. Drought doesn't really affect Flygon in a negative way. I mean, it does boost Pokemon who have Chlorophyll for their speed. It does make special attackers with solar power stronger. They also take damage. Whatever move he gets at 9, he can delete Supersonic for. Last Pokemon is Scizor. Who is slower. I kind of want to start with the Chansey. If we don't like don't know. We don't like its potential. If we were to get Dragon Dance, yeah. I'm more of a fan of higher HP than higher defense. With moves like Seismic Toss, Nightshade, Psywave. Like, there are downsides to high HP, like Weather Chip, Leech Seed, but needing bigger heals. But I feel like you get a longer time before you need to use a heal when you have high HP than when you have high defenses. That's just my thought. It does get a new move at 9. Swagger technically answers for like Shedinja and anything. I'll leave it up to you guys. The options currently would be Chansey, Flygon, Slow Scizor, Torkoal. You like the neutral nature. And if we can get a good level up move. Ironically, this Flygon doesn't have Drought, so it did have a second ability. Damn. Oh well. Leech Seed, I can't use that. Ooh. Lame. Alright, GG. We win. Kangaskhan could be an underdog. I won't judge it until I see it. But not the one I wanted. One Lickilicky or better. Fury attack, stab. Oof. Oof, that is an oof right there. Tanky, slow, special attacker. Solar power. Takes chip damage in the sun. Speed at level 10. That is not good. I tried to do the trainer who would give us the least amount of XP, which I think I chose correctly, unless the level 6 is like a baby Pokemon. Damn, he is slow. Uh-oh. Oop, we live. Can we find the one without drought? Very good. Blast Cannon, Split Attacker. Bad nature in my opinion, because it already was good speed, so it didn't need the plus speed, and it kind of didn't want the minus special attack if it's going to run Psychic as its main move. I kind of think we go for Copium. Maybe Torkoal was the play. I'll do Heracross. Shout out to Denny. We want the level 6. Torkoal's BST is 470. So he's a bit of an underdog. But we've been giving runners to 455 BSTs lately, so I should offer the 470s a chance. Had like Water Absorb or Levitate. Okay, good physical attack. Oh no. Damn. Hera. Carry my cross, buddy. Nope, he was not good. I mean, I like the Technician. I don't like the speed. Oof, stall. That would have been my luck. No worries. On to the next. Battle armor is nice. It is a physical attacker. It has sketch to be able to like change its move, get something good. Like that spark would be good, but it's not that fast. I think the speed would still be an issue regardless. Sketch D-Dance? I don't know if that would save it. Nice, GG. Ice Shard for the win. Sadly, Celebi doesn't even give us that much XP, so we don't even get a second level up. It's a mythical. Mythical, sorry. It's a mythical. I don't know why I said mystical. And they just don't get much. Jirachi, Celebi, Manatee. It is. It is that. My child. as of right now, there's not really any pivot option that I'm leaning towards. So I'm hoping this last one is something. If it isn't, I think we just run this to the next trainer. Damn, it's a Salamence? That's rough. Was there a victory bell in the other area? I can't remember. Yeah, rough files tonight. I mean, we had one file where we just died too early. We died at the rival, and then when I looked at the pivot options that it would have had, it had really good options. It was the Kingdra file, actually, funny enough. I ended up going for the Kingdra instead of the Espeon for beating the rival. That made us lose a good file. Yeah, Espeon could have lost to Execute, but the Espeon was built pretty well, so I think it had a shot. Screw it, let's just go with the Raichu. I could technically learn Spark. It really needs a Ghost answer, like, yeah, it needs a Ghost answer. Shedinja answer. No worries, we'll see, we'll see. Right, GG. I could also see bulk up working because with battle armor not being hit by a crit, fixing our low defense would help it. I know it needs speed as well, for sure, but on an Electabuzz, we get that option to evolve. Trace back. Trace Haunch Crow. Is it fast? That's negative priority. It's got good speed. There's literally no other pivot. Damn. Maybe Shockwave, Discharge. With Move Relayer or Sphere? Maybe. Well, on to the next. Well, GG. Just have 2 recoil moves. Maybe that'll help. I doubt it. Yeah. Okay, okay. Split attacker, low health. Very, very low health. Kind of useless ability, but it makes it so that I don't have to put away my HM Pokemon. Has Shedinja answer. Strong, very strong. Could be a runner. Yeah, speed is serviceable, and so is the offense, which are the two requirements. And I'd say that the current two moves, Bug Buzz and Punishment, also would be serviceable until it gets something on the first two moves. Defense and HP are low. I'd say that's the major concern for it. The combo of not only having low defense but also having low health. But a couple more special attacks. Or we get a guaranteed catch. And we get to pivot before the rival, who has a Rhyhorn. Very fast. Let's see. 10 defense. Level 5. 80 base power. And he did 7 damage. 8 to 12, so he's not a physical attacker. No, this... the crit, man. He didn't like me saying that about him. I was right though. He had hustle. That's why he did so much damage. Because it wasn't 8 to 12, it was actually like 1 to 6. But with hustle, it also had flamethrower. No. That's all I had though. And Octazooka. What do we have? Fire. Egg Bone, Dragon Breath. So Dragon Breath to replace Twister. Focus miss on me, relearner. Double kick for egg bomb. Sacred fire. Flamethrower on PM. Could have been good. Klutz. Extra sensory. Dragon claw. No flamethrower. Tinted lens. Huge power. Slow. Sad. I do think that that low defense and HP combo would have been how it lost anyways. Classic. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected any more. Flipped nature and no speed. I get to pivot. Download pincer could be good. If he's average speed split attacker with earthquake, good speed, so he's at least average speed. He has a second ability as well. Got the level. We got the level 6 5% spawn out of the way. That's nice. It's like 15 minutes of scouting completed. The rival has a wormhole, so my main concern is finding a pivot and not dying in the grass. We don't get hit by Sonic Boom, which is nice, but we do get hit by Dragon Rage. Badoof. Melodic pivot. My thought is, even though it normally is bad for us, if we can go for the melodic now and just beat the rival with it, even if it's not great, it is still at least a better Pokemon. And then it'll be able to scout the other area. It'll be a better scouter for the other areas as well. Instead of risking going so far away from the Pokemon Center, if I remember correctly, it's a Premier Ball that I have, so it's not a good one. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do damage. Definitely lose. Okay, not horrible. Just don't crit. Just don't crit. Mediocre. I needed the base stat of attack and speed to be switched for it to be viable. Because then it would have been fast enough and strong enough. Nature Power turns into a special attack in the gym. For those of you watching, I appreciate you being here. If you could leave a like on tonight's stream, it would really help the channel out. It seems like this stream has not really been pushed by YouTube much tonight. Yeah, I mean, we've been having like 60 to 80 people ever since like the YouTube update where it's no longer pushing like 100 to 200 people and it's down to like 60 to 80. Tonight it's been down to like 15. I don't even think it hit 20 at one point. I think the highest was like 18. Well, good thing I didn't waste time looking over here for a pivot. And I just committed to the melodic. What do you think about pincer? Pincer or melodic? Pincer has two abilities. So Pincer has two abilities and two levels options to catch it at, 3 and 5. I want to see if the 5 gets rid of Absorb or Cotton Spore. Earthquake and Crabhammer is pretty cool. Okay, gets rid of Cotton Spore. That's all we need to see. Well, I mean, I guess I don't 100% know if it has Absorb on... I guess I technically don't know what move is learned at level 5. Low defense. If it was going to be a glass cannon, I kind of wish the special defense and the speed were switched so that we could at least be fast. Even with the minus attack, it's still 21 attack. It's the speed that worries me, the 17 speed. Sorry, Pincer. You're just too slow. No! No! Lava Plume with no special attacks, sad. There's a Flareon, but no speed. Dragonair, Dragon Pulse, Eruption, but he was kind of slow. Technician, Shell Armor, Dragon Dance, Fire Fang, Physical Attacker. Low health, low defense, so Mach Punch was a threat. Dark Void. Hydro Pump. No worries, we keep trying. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry. We keep trying. Alright, let's get a two-third scale. You have good nature. Or I get to pivot. Damn, GG. Crunch, Aura Sphere, Split Attacker, Drizzle, Weather Ball, Nature Power. And then Sandstorm Weather Ball, that's funny. White Smoke, special attacker, but kind of slow. Rip. That's sad. I would have loved to run that at Umbreon. Regirock again tonight? That's so tough. 2 Regirocks tonight. And a bad nature on this. Oof. Right, so the deal that I think I'm gonna start doing with myself for the amount of hours I'm gonna start working soon, it's Ramadan right now, so I'll be working a lot more hours while my boss is off of work, and I think what I'm gonna do, I'm doing this file now, but what I'm gonna try to do is, if I don't have a runner within 3 hours, right? So we still get a good stream in, but like we do like 10 to 1, and then if there's just nothing, right, we're still in the lab, then I get more sleep, and then only on select streams will we do longer streams. That way I'm not doing every single night, late nights until I crash and I'm exhausted. Because like, I keep getting asked, no, I'll still stream daily, but I keep getting asked every night to stream longer, and then I keep streaming longer until the point where I just can't sustain. So instead of falling asleep 3 hours in, I'll end the stream and then only do longer streams on nights where we actually are headed to like Morty and the gym gauntlet and such, where 3 hours are allotted to the runner itself. Ooh, we hate to see the loss on getting this opportunity. Bulky, fast special attacker with Tri-Attack, Nature Power, Brine, Psycho Boost, Sludge Bomb, Powder Snow, Aeroblast, oof. Shell Armor, no Lava Plume though, sad. Lava Plume would have just sent this to the next level. And a Kingdra. Ooh, that's rough. Way too much health. But yeah, this has been kind of a dead stream, both in the runners and in just viewerships, commentary, the whole shebang. So I think tonight I'm just gonna end it here. Try again tomorrow. But I hope you guys all have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.